The Justice Department yesterday asked a judge to vacate an order that required Apple to help it hack into an iPhone. This iPhone's linked to a mass shooting in California back in December that killed 14 people. So their request was put forward because they said they found a way, using an outside agency's help, or an outside entity's help rather, to get into this iPhone. Apple has actually had sort of a mixed response. I mean, its engineers are puzzled because the actual request by the government was very brief and quite cryptic, and it only said that it had been able to access the data. So they're not clear what sort of method was used. They're concerned about that and have said that they're going to be working to improve the security on their devices as they have always done. Actually, a lot of privacy advocates and tech companies have had a very sort of cautious and wary response because they worry that a number of things. One, that the government might come back next time and try and compel a much smaller company to do something like this, to help it bypass its security protocols on a device, for example, and therefore set a precedent for being able to do that. I mean, a lot of law enforcement agencies filed briefs in support of the government's efforts here, as did that attorney representing those families. You know, they feel like it's important for law enforcement to be able to complete an investigation, especially something that, you know, that is a terrorism investigation. 14 people died, 22 people were injured, and be able to know for sure what's on that phone and whether there are any other bits of evidence or clues that have not yet been unearthed. And then there were a lot of questions about how exactly the FBI was able to get into this device, what was the method that was used, and who is this outside agency or entity, individual. So because the government withdrew its case in this matter, Apple really loses its legal remedies or abilities to go forward and ask the government to tell it what method was used. The Justice Department has said that they have no comment at this point on any future disclosures to Apple or the public.